It's now time to call upon the Charge d'Affaires of the Association to deliver his presidential address. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the Hotel and Restaurant Association of Western India, Mr. Kamlesh Barot. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kamlesh Barot.
Friends, good evening. What more can a president ask when the tourism minister himself not only I stand on this stage as the president of this association, I stand here as the vice president of the Federation of Hotel and Restaurant Association, which is the FHRAI, and I have great pleasure in welcoming all my EC members from all the 4 regions of India. Friends, it's really a commendable moment to have 18 out of 24 FHRAI members attending a convention. It's heartening to know the HRAWI EC members, out of 18, 16 are present here, and there are 7 ex-officio advisory council members present here. I take this moment to thank all of them coming all the way from different parts of the country to support the Western Region's 16th Regional Convention. As I was introduced as the president, I took over on the 6th of September, and the seat that I'm sitting on is for you to believe when you actually become a president, sit on a region like the Western region that leads all the other regions and be on that hot seat. I would request all our delegates and members of the association to expect the HRA not to do one single thing for them, but in turn think what they can do for HRA, and everything else will fall in place. My immediate past president, Mr. Suresh Talera, when he handed over, he said, Kamlesh, in May, you'll have a little dull time, so that's a time you can take it easy, but otherwise, the entire months of the year are too busy for a president of this region. I have realized in the past 7 months that it's not one dull moment that this region allows the president to sit quietly and do his own work. I'm fortunate to have a team with me of youngsters, and this list of achievements, when I was putting it down, it was actually not fitting into the screen. And this is what we've achieved only in the 7 months that we've been holding this executive committee of the Western region. I have to mention, starting with the announcement of this 16th Regional Convention, as I did in my AGM speech, Mr. Jimmy Shaw came to me and said, I've been asking Lavasa to do this convention as a venue for the past 3 years, and none of the presidents have taken heed. So I put that on my acceptance speech, and I said, in July, we are going to do this 16th Regional Convention in Lavasa. Fortunately for Jimmy, we had to prepone this, and we started off as early as today. I had a little hiccup here and there, and I used to call up people to help out in getting sponsorship. The first one I called was Vivek, and he said, yes, environment and Leela has to be there. And I was so fortunate to get the first confirmation after MP Tourism to confirm. And this shows the kind of teamwork that I have around me, and get these accomplishments purely because of the executive committee I have around. Bharat Malkani, one of our executive committee members, in the Transit Hotel, when we had a sustainable development committee and Mr. Niranjan Khatri was there, he came over with a bunch of checks and said, this is the amount I've got, tell me more what you want. I had one nightmare at the end. The sponsorship for aerated waters and the cold drinks and juices was not happening. I called up Nikhil at 11 o'clock and I said, Nikhil, this is not happening. What do I do? Nikhil said, don't worry. He immediately had the general manager of Coke come down, agree for this. At 12 o'clock in the office, Sunit said, sir, we've got the confirmation done. This is the kind of teamwork, and this is what this association can do if the team is around. But this didn't happen overnight, and I'll just take you to a small 10-minute journey on where we started and where we are today and what we're looking forward to. At the end, I know each one of the delegate over here wants me to ask open-ended question to Mr. Bhujbal and say, sir, what are we getting at the end of it? So I'll put those questions at the end and then ask Minister Sir to come up on the stage and tell me, yes, we are with you, which he's always told us year after year. The Ministry of Tourism is there for the association. This association, sir, is started in 1950, and in 1947 when Taj wanted to register itself with the IHNRA, the Paris body, Guy said you need to have a national association recommending, and when we did that, we didn't have any association in the nation. So therefore Taj came back, and all this is what happened. We tried and got an association together to start with, the first of its kind in the nation at the Western region, and then it followed with the other regions of Northern, Eastern, Southern. All of them got their offices, and it was in 1955 that the FHRI was formed. We have a beautiful office. Any of your meetings can be held now because we're building up a proper seminar thanks to Sudhir. The entire planning is done for this office. You can do all that you want in this office. This is all possible only because of the constitution that we keep on amending time and again. And we have our Dr. Ambedkar sitting there, Mr. Suresh Talera, who makes sure that every fine print in the constitution is benefiting the association and not a single individual. The constitution allows us to have an advisory council, and this is more for my regional vice presidents who are sitting from the other regions of the country. There is an advisory council, and every president that moves out from the executive committee goes and sits in the advisory, and we have Dr. Kerkar as our president of honor who sits and chairs this advisory, and time and again when we have any sort of pitfalls, he comes to the rescue and helps us out. We have an option of bringing in co-options, and our fantastic chairman and co-chairman who put all this together are a part of the co-options that we have, and therefore the president goes ahead and selects who should be the co-opted members, and we get the chains into the association through the special invitee options that we have. Friends, when I started in 94, when Mr. Rabindra Bedi met me into the Aurangabad convention and said, Kamlesh, would you want to come on the executive committee of HRAWI whilst you are attending this convention? And my father is getting out. It was a very, very different kind of an association when I got elected in 95. There was a president and there were some office bearers, and the rest of the EC never knew what the president was talking and where the association was going, unless there was a point where the industry got together for a strike or a tax or a debate, something. And where have we come today? We've got international conventions happening all around. 2012 is of course our turn to take the convention where we want to. You have the beautiful venue of Lavasa happening. We even had Mr. Avat Ramani write a letter to AB Amitabh Bachchan and say, why don't you become our chief guest? We have a constitution possibility of bringing in subcommittees, and there are about 24 of them. And my vice presidents, I would like to impress upon you that in the next year at the FHRI, I would like to put these subcommittees in place. So it gives the kind of strength. These achievements that we've got at the Western region happen purely because of these subcommittees, because I don't understand legal, I don't understand the municipal laws, and as a president, if I don't understand the association should not suffer, there has to be a subcommittee member who looks after that region and gets things going. Like our charismatic Mr. Dinesh Advani for the seminars. Our association is known for these monthly seminars happening without fail and these regional conventions. I had Mr. Sherwani ask me, we are planning to do a convention in Amritsar for the first time in the northern region. And I said, sir, we are doing the 16th, so take cues from us. The possibility of doing things like the total quality management seminar that is coming up on the 18th April is only possible because we have this team around us. Office matters, we have Jimmy heading it. I was doing it till I was in the dog's body. Now as a president, I have handed it over to Mr. Jimmy Shaw to run this. And you see this beautiful website now becoming all the more vibrant. We had started with the airport counter where we had so many officials and other things. We came down to the knowledge galleries and we distributed all our presentations that these speakers made on these CDs. We are going into technology to put our association discount cards authorized by a system so that there are no fake discounts given to people who are frauding. There is this DVDs that we are discussing yesterday night in our cocktail dinners. I discussed it with my vice president of the region. I said, we are going to give on the 60th year of this association free DVDs which are international level $250 to each of our association member at the Western region at no cost. And the entire project costs us 2.5 crores if we're going to take that from outside. Bharat heads the news and views, and it's difficult for a region to come out with a newsletter. Here, forget getting a hard print of a newsletter at no cost to the association. We have the entire thing hosted on the website, so anybody can actually see a soft copy of the entire news and views on the website. Bharat and Pradeep together handle the legal cell, and today afternoon in the FHRI EC committee meeting, I was getting a flack from my secretary of the association at the center saying, what are you all up to? Everything that the Western region does costs us money. I said, but then all these legal issues are only being provoked, settled, and got results by the Western region. So we need to today create a fund for these legal issues because these are things like IPRS, TDSAT, all these issues need to be fought. It gives me pleasure today to request Mr. Vivek Nair to chair this committee, and when I took over, I had requested him to form this Joint Tourism Promotion Council. And tomorrow evening, I think the last session we have is where we'll have all the secretaries of the 5 states in the Western region sitting over, and Mr. Vivek Nair saying, I don't want you to charge anything for a car or a rented taxi or a bus going from one state to the other, where a domestic tourist feels, why am I paying? I'm just traveling inside India. Why should I pay from Maharashtra to Gujarat? I had this concept of brainstormers, and I have the whole hierarchy as the president, the office bearers, the brainstormers, the executive committee, the city chapters. This makes the association happen. I have created this kind of a discipline for my vice presidents to understand. In the event of the president not being available on a 4th of Saturday, my senior vice president can conduct my EC meeting. And come what may, the EC meeting has to be there on the 4th of every Saturday of the month. We have this multiple city coordinators and area coordinators, and a lot of them are sitting here, I can know. They percolate down the policies that we frame and tell them to execute them at the floor level. And this happens beautifully well because it's the power of delegation. The power lies with them at their own city, at their own area. Technology, again, PCI DSS, I need to request tomorrow in the internet session to talk about what we hoteliers, restaurateurs are going to face with this kind of a giant coming about. Mr. Niranjan Khatri will talk to you all about this. And sir, it gives me a pleasure to say we're not giving any cut flowers, any bouquets to the entire 2 days to our speakers. Bed sheets are being reused, the name tags are being dropped, e-invites have gone in, buses have been put in, presentations are available for download. The Hunar Se Rozgar started with the Western region, and let me just take 1 minute to explain to you how it happened. When the Western region was doing this HRD committee, we sat down together and said, let's train at grassroots levels. So we met with CII, and CII put in a list of employable youth who have dropouts from the 12th standard who couldn't get employment. And we created the Dada Catering College, the Rizvi College, the Anjuman College got together, created a syllabus. We vetted it with Taj, HRD. We put all that together and trained 4 batches of 30 each on front office, on housekeeping, on F&B service. I went to the center and explained to them that this is how we do it, this is our syllabus, this is how it's working. And can you believe they put in this Hunar Se Rozgar, a 1,500 crore outlay available for all of us hoteliers to take, and the FHRI earned 1.5 crore out of this. I think we were discussing today in the EC meeting at the FHRI. We were able to brainchild this on the 6th of September and give a commitment on our presentation saying we are going to put this tourism organization together at the Western region, show it to the center and tell them you can also do it if a Western region can do it. Now how this works is you have all these bodies that come under one umbrella, and there are about 5,800 members. We say there is no requirement for any sort of status symbols for us. We don't need to have a president and a secretary because that makes the whole fight. And we tried it with Delhi, and the Delhi guy said, if you don't make me the president, I'll see that this organization doesn't come into effect. So I said, well, we don't need a president, we don't need a secretary. We'll lead the organization for a year, hand it over to the next organization, the president leads it there. No costs to any organization, no office setup, no politics, nothing. You go to the government, say 5,800 members in the Western region want this. And we created a chapter of 5 points that the tourism industry wanted. We've achieved one with Mr. Bhujbal's involvement. The HDPB is through. We're waiting for the high power, and those are the things that we want to get through. But this is the power of an association. We launched on the 7th of March, and I've heard something about city not happening in Delhi. So I don't know whether that's good news or bad. Pre-budget, my chairman has told you we're doing an expo, we're doing a trade show, and each one of you would have seen the standees and everything lying there. This is the first time that an association is getting into an exhibition and inviting the fraternity to come and get involved. And so there will be catering college guys coming from the education field, there'll be guys coming from the suppliers, there'll be hoteliers, everybody together, and it will be an ITB, WTM kind of a thing to happen. This is something that I needed to talk to the FHRI EC members on the subscription. We had taken the service tax on our subscription about 2 years back. Public relations is something we engage, and you can see the wonderful media that has supported us time and again in all sorts of things. The budget is something that the Western region takes very seriously, and the person who's target of this is the president. If I don't achieve what I had promised in 6 months, there is the entire committee to grill me saying, we told you this much and why did you overspend? There is a provision of us as a president to go into the board of governors of the Dada Catering College, and that gives us a lot of connect with the industry on education. We have an outcome today that we're going to release this book, which my principal at the Dada Catering College had written years back, Vegetarianism, a Way of Life. We're going to launch that entire book with this convention. Vegetarian, a Way of Life is also my own business logo available. We've set up a research chair, but I won't talk about it because it's going against the setup that we were into. My SG and the entire team over there has made the transparency to a level that every region in the association of Western region, the Northern region, Southern region can follow and see how the governance happens here. 24 hours is the time that he's put upon himself to respond to any kind of query. And be it on the email, be it on an SMS, 24 hours the reply gets done from his office. So we have the concept of one license, one member, which I need to impress upon the other regions that when you issue more membership to one unit, you have a lot of problems. We have done away with this years back. It gives a lot of relief. Our discount cards, a lot of delegates had been talking about, have not been received because you're first a member of a region and then FHRI. So Dilip Kothari and Sunit Kothari have put a stop saying you can't do this. The FHRI discount cards will not be given till you become a member of the regional association. Our minutes, again I would like to impress upon Mr. Kapoor, our Secretary General of the FHRI sitting here, please do away with sending 24 hardbound, spiral-bound copies. It is a put-off. You give them on the mobile and they're there. I can run the entire minutes and the agenda and everything from this. A blessing coming from, again, Mr. Suresh Talera, networking dinners, and each one of our committee members is committed to get officers and whoever they want to after the EC meeting. The Scholarship Trust, again, a kind of corpus that we've built for ourselves to impart education. We've done activities which people today phantom doing at an association with the kind of corpus we've generated. So we can talk about that when we sit later. The HRACC, the star categorization, doesn't happen unless there is involvement from the Western region. We do it for all the other categories that we have. We've taken a pledge about the safe and honorable tourism. And this pledge is a commitment from the industry saying every property that gets classified does not encourage prostitution or child abuse in any way. And Dilip Datwani can tell you more about it. We have the FIHM, which is something that I need to discuss with anyone that's interested. The Diamond Jubilee celebrations, 5 pillars that were set by Sunit Kothari and Mr. Suresh Talera last year. HRD is something which is on from that day, and it's still progressing because you see the Hunar Se Rozgar and all of them happening time and again. We had interactions over these 7 months with the Union Tourism Minister, the Union Finance Minister, the Union Tourism Secretary, of course with Sir at the Tourism Minister's level, the Chief Ministers, the Revenue Minister, the Excise Commissioners, the DCPs. These are ongoing things that happen with the kind of statistics that we are facing. And it's not a curse to be in India, even with these figures. We had been asking for a single window clearance. I had heard this in the first convention I attended in '92. And I had seen that, wow, this is a wonderful concept to happen. And it really happened. When Sujit Banerjee was a tourism secretary at the center, he brought about this Hospitality Development Promotion Board, which is actually a single window that you need to apply your permissions for, and you get them like abroad, mailed to you. But my question to you, sir, is this HDP a single window, or it opens up 17 windows with one window? So that is something we need to ensure and see that it doesn't go awry. The High Power Committee, I just discussed it with sir when we were having a cup of tea around. We have to put this in action because, sir, what we need is a chief secretary to head this entire High Power Committee with these bureaucrats, with these officers, and we shall see that every hurdle that every hotelier and restaurateur is facing in this audience doesn't get solved within the 3 months that we start with, but over a period of time we'll probably be able to remove all those thresholds. Now the direct questions to sir is the entertainment duty. We had an amendment which came in, and therefore the performance that usually happens with performers started happening with the CD player. So even if there's a CD player playing, you've got to pay your entertainment duty. And this law was enacted in 1923 for theaters, auditoriums, and I don't know where the hotels and restaurants fell into. We today looking at laws like the Eating House Law, which is a 1876 law. Probably the last slide that I have here is the budget that came in as a 3% and a 5% premium that we all gone through. And when I had an interaction with the finance minister, with ASSOCHAM, I asked him, sir, you release these coins of 150 denomination. What happened? You said, I'm putting the Chanakya there, and there's a small flower, and I'm telling the income tax department that you're just the bee that goes on the flower and picks up only as much nectar as required so that the flower also survives and the honeybee also survives. But this kind of a tax doesn't make sense because the hoteliers and the restaurateurs are not going to survive. It's only the IRS that is going to survive. And where does this tax go? If it was reinvested back into the industry, we would have all happily paid. We all know where this tax is today going. And just recently, there was a slide that Sunit told me. We need to look at 6th April, this 60% pricing that is going to happen for our beverages. So 60% is something that Ashwin Bhai will tell us is that VAT that is applied on alcohol sold in a dry state. We don't need to pay 60% for our